Hey everyone, it is a nice, I'm just getting the camera set up here. It is a nice snowy day here in Ontario, and I figured I'd take a moment while I'm in my truck while it's warming up to let you guys know how the stockyards went. I don't typically ship at this time of year. What happened was I kind of got put behind. We like shipping late November, early December is our ideal time. We typically ship, I'd say, somewhere in the range of 400 to 600 pound calves. Sometimes they float around 7 if they get a little bit bigger and they're earlier in the year. What I do notice though is this time of year I got pummeled. I talked to a couple people asking about why the prices were down for me or how I could have improved it, because it is a business, and there is people on the other end who are buying it that need to see the value in your cattle. And I averaged, I would say, about $1.15 a pound, which for me is not stellar. My goal is usually $2 a pound. That is where I like to be if I can. It's not every year, but I guess we've been spoiled the last couple years because I saw $3 a pound before on people's checks. And I do unvaccinated because we just don't have the way to inject it. The other way is I'm not a huge avid fan of injections or that type of or vaccinations. And I know there's guys that do feedlots, and I understand. You are having cattle that touch manure and they're in a closer quarters, they need it. But for me, where they're on the grass and they're on a more natural setting, they don't really get as sick anywhere near as bad. So that is why I don't do it. I also don't like it in my meat. And I was hoping that someone would see that value. So from what I analyzed, or from some of the guys that I talked to that have more experience in it, in what the packers want, one of the issues around January is a lot of people dump cattle because they either run out of hay or they are trying to pay off Christmas bills they can't afford. So it ends up being a cattle dump, and the finisher guys know that, and they end up picking it up cheaper. I don't know. I mentioned that I wanted, in brackets, grass-fed. I don't know if it happened. I was at that area, so I did stop in to kind of take a look at how the market was going, and I was shocked because I thought it was going well, and then when I saw my check, it wasn't so well. The other thing they had mentioned is I had a small amount. One of the guys I was talking to said that they like getting it in fives, in groups of fives. So when you're singles, you are at the end of the auction. And I do find in my experience, when you're near the end of the auction, it doesn't seem to flow as well. The money doesn't seem to be there as much. So I don't like doing it if I can afford it. But sometimes the truckers who have dealt with them a lot more, sometimes they get pushed up. But that's what it is. I know I should have shipped probably in the future a minimum of 5 of one group and have them similar weights. One of the issues I do have, or what they would view as an issue, is they are multiple sizes. So if you are a guy that's trying to finish and you want to do a group and finish groups, it's difficult to make money on my 1 or 2 or 3 of different sizes because you can't really tell when they're finishing, right? And then there's more trucking and it doesn't make as much sense. So that was another reason why they said your prices was probably down. Overall, I thought I shipped a pretty good product. That one that I call Luke is the one with the red and black stripes. He was $8.40, and then that heifer I sent was $7.20, I think, or something in that range. And then the little one I called Little Benny, he was, oh come on, I think he was just under 500 pounds. So I think he was like 480 or 490. I thought they were good. They looked good. They were clean. They weren't the best. I wouldn't say they were the best frames in the world, but they were relatively good. I welcome anybody's experience on this, on what I could have done better. They weren't steered, so I know that can dock too. So that's what it is. I know you just keep improving, right? So if I get a shoot, then I can both dehorn as well as I can dock so that you don't have the castration issue and it becomes more of a benefit. The other thing is as we grow, I can finish cattle, right? There's a lot more money if I finish it myself and I sell it to the customer at a premium, and also at a good price for them, because they're getting it at almost ground beef prices if they buy in bulk. So some people really enjoy that, and it is a different product. I know grass-fed isn't for everyone. I do find that it's more cost effective than a lot of people think. If you do notice, my hay is really good hay. I don't have to feed protein. I was doing some analyzing manure and stuff, and they have plenty of protein for what they need. All the steers look good, and it is a little bit longer, but you end up getting less fat. And I know a lot of guys say you want to fatten up or finish, but if you're someone who's a customer, you don't want as much fat because it ends up rendering down anyway. Yes, you get juicier burgers, but it ends up being that you're paying for fat instead of meat, and you really can't eat fat, even if it's in whatever you're looking for. It ends up being you get more of a clear fat. It does take a little bit longer, but as I said, you do get a premium in some markets. It really depends on where you are. I know myself, I'm in an area where there is a large metropolitan relatively close to me, so I end up getting, there is a potential for that type of customer. I'm close enough to the GTA where I can get and I can sell to that market that's looking for that type of product. But if you are in the middle of nowhere, you need to basically sell to the stockyards or other farmers that offer value for that. So you end up going the corn-fed, grain-fed route. But that's my take on it, guys. I hope this update helps you guys. As I said, before in my other videos, I want to share both my successes as well as my mistakes so that we can all learn together. I am not perfect. I am nowhere near perfect. And I know that if you take an experience like I did today or this week and you don't learn from it and you don't say, how can I do this better? It's not going to get better. It's just going to get worse. You can't blame anyone. The only one you can blame is yourself, and you want to keep moving forward. So that's what I'm looking to do in the future, and keep improving and keep improving profits and increasing my farm. Another note I wanted to talk to you guys before this video goes too long is one of the things that I am lucky enough for is I keep my my input costs relatively low. The other thing is farming isn't my only income. I have one of the issues that happens when you farm and farming's your only income is it ends up being that you have to pick between profit, which is your income, and growth, which is your money that you invest back into the farm. If you have to pick between those two, it ends up being that you usually pick profit or taking money out of it over growing because you can't afford not to. You have a family to feed, you have a family to support. That's what ends up happening. Myself, I can invest in returning in the farm and growing so that I could grow a lot faster than someone who is taking out profit. So that's what I'm doing the next couple of years probably. I'm hoping to grow relatively fast, and that's why you're seeing me keep heifers. I'm buying more. Just to let you guys know, I'm buying more pin scours, so you'll see them in the next couple weeks. Ideally probably around March. They were grown inside, so I don't want to throw them in my weather that we're dealing with currently, because they've been used to 20 degrees, and you kick them outside, they're going to get cold. So I'm going to make sure that I get them a little later into March, or I'd like late February, early March, and I'll leave the door open and I'll separate them in the barnyard just like I did with the other bull and heifer that I picked up last time. That is the plan. That's basically what I've invested into again this year is heifers, so that I keep growing your herd. Look at cattle like dividends. Every cow produces a dividend, right? So if you keep increasing your dividends, you keep increasing your profits. Long term, you grow your herd, you keep anything that you want to keep genetics for, you get rid of things that you don't want to keep for genetics wise, and you end up increasing the quality of your herd as well as growing your farm. So that's what it is, guys. Take care, keep farming, keep having fun.